Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Open up your door. I'm Santa Claus, and guess what, y'all? I got something to show. I came to bring some Christmas spirit. I got a big bag now. Guess what's in it?
Detroit has always been a great challenge for us.
Good afternoon and welcome to Ford Field. The Green Bay Packers take on the Detroit Lions.
I'm looking forward to our guys, their ability to get up early, bring that enthusiasm, bring that effort to an early kick.
For the 186th time, the Packers and Lions do battle on the gridiron. Kickoff is Sunday at noon in Detroit. Matt LaFleur has taken the Packers to Ford Field 3 times since becoming head coach. Despite the records, every contest has gone down to the wire.
Y'all could look back through the past years. There's always been a good game between the Packers and Lions, and there's going to be another one this Sunday.
Let's look back at the past 3 contests in Detroit. 2019 featured a Week 17 showdown with a playoff bye on the line. The Packers trailed in the 4th before Alan Lazard tied it, then Mason Crosby delivered the winner as time expired.
Has gone! Mason Crosby has done it! A dagger!
The Lions were again up to the task in 2020, but there was no stopping the eventual MVP, who racked up a 133 passer rating.
Rodgers takes play action, throws it upside of the end zone, touchdown!
Last season, the Lions got their first win over the LaFleur-led Packers, a 3rd straight one-score contest. The proof is there. Forget the records when it comes to these 2 teams.
Just coming in, you already know that for a fact. Like, this is not no 1-6 team. Like, it's then special. Like, this is an NFC North opponent. Like, you know for a fact, they trying to show everybody, like, hey, this is real deal.
Jern, do you know who the leading tackler on the Packers defensive line is?
I honestly have no clue.
Take a guess.
Kenny?
No, Jaren Reed. You're the leading tackler on the Packers defensive line.
I had no clue at all.
What's that say, Jaren?
I just speak volume to my teammates. You know, it takes 11 people to play a game, and you know, we all just doing what we can to help each other.
How would you rate your season individually so far?
You know, I honestly have no clue because, you know, I'm more of a team guy. I'm not really worried about myself or my own stats. What I really care about is the team going out there playing efficient football, the defense going out there executing plays, us playing together.
What's it going to take then, Jaren, for you guys to get this thing back on track?
You know, I think, you know, I said it last week, you know, the second half of the Bills game, I think we played a pretty, you know, dominant football game. And, I just hope we can build off that. You know, we've been saying it for a couple of weeks now, but it's time to, you know, put together, you know, those type of games before.
Hey everybody, as you can see, it's 2 guys with 3 things. Wes, you are up.
Larry, the Green Bay Packers looking for some help on offense, and it's going to have to come from within, especially at the skill positions. But listening to Aaron Rodgers talk on Wednesday, he mentioned the hope being that Alan Lazard potentially gets back here soon enough, was practicing on Wednesday. Christian Watson potentially being all right with that concussion, and maybe sometime in the next few weeks getting Randall Cobb. Improvement must come from within with that. And Rodgers, despite everything that's been working against Green Bay so far, feeling good about their options once those options are finally healthy.
Well put, Wes, and I got to tell you, folks, do not take the Lions lightly. I know they are 1-6, but offensively, they're top 5 in yardage, top 10 in scoring. Defensively, they're in the pits. They're dead last at everything. But when you watch them on tape, you look at them and say, this is a real deal football team, and you better take them serious. I certainly hope the combatants do, and just as the onlookers, we got to take them serious too, because you got to go over there and be ready to play.
Absolutely.
What else, Wes?
Well, wrapping it up with Chris Barnes returning to practice on Wednesday. Now, that opens up the window being designated to return from injured reserve, so we're not sure whether or not he'll be available for Sunday. Devondre Campbell not practicing with the knee. But Barnes is a guy to keep an eye on, Larry, because if you go back to week 1 against Minnesota, I know all the eyes were on Quay Walker getting drafted here and was going to be the guy with Campbell. But they still were working Barnes into those packages. They had almost like a 4-3 type front they ran in that game. Depending on what happens with Campbell and depending on what happens moving forward, that's a lot of experience in Barnes, a guy that knows this system and has a lot of familiarity with those defensive players.
Chris has a lot of pop in his tackle, and that is 2 guys with 3 things.
Jingle, jingle, jingle for the pole. Don't take us for granted, 'cause you may never know